Hi my populace, welcome to Hypocrisy of the World. Today we're doing part 2 of the subject transgenderism, and we're going to be talking about the other part of this ideology. We were in the first part, I don't know if you remember, we're talking about men born into men's bodies coming and talking about women's space, how they are entitled to that, how they understand that, how they have lived experience of that, just because they think in the mind they are women. Now we're going to be talking about those women, born women, thinking like they are less women than men born men and pretending to be women. Let's go with the first clip.
All right, Parker, what is a woman?
A woman is an adult human person that has a desire to be in accordance with a particular set of social and cultural norms that are typically associated with the female sex. Now, define a man.
A woman is just a person who was born with a chromosome X and X. And I have to repeat that. It was not that long. We didn't need all this one. We didn't need all those things that you said. You're a man. I don't even know what you're talking about. You're not a woman. That's it, period. You're a man. You have body man. You have something between your legs. I have something inside. Differences. 2 different genders, 2 different chromosomes, 2 different genes. I'm a woman. You're a man. End of the conversation. But let's keep listening to him because apparently we have to. Bullshit boys.
Define a man.
You're looking at one XY chromosomes and a.
Okay, but does.
Yes, a man, XY chromosome, a woman, double X chromosome. I don't know why it's so complex. I don't know. We've been living with that since millennials. We were okay with that. That was part of our humanity. And now somehow we don't understand them anymore. We're just like, what? 2 genders? What chromosome? What science? What is it? We were like praising science when we wanted that. Now we don't want science anymore. I don't know.
Does God the Father have XY chromosomes?
Okay,
Does God the Father has XY chromosome? God, if we're talking about religion and we're talking about God, God is a spirit. It doesn't exist in terms of human being. It's not bodied and organs. It's just a spirit. Infinite. It does not have any gender. And then we call him him. But doesn't mean like because he's a father of something. That's why we're calling him. That came way after in the language of him. In the beginning, that guy, that spirit, that God, this the creator of life. We call him the creator of life. And then he becomes him through society. Not because of the way he was supposedly born, because he was not born. This is God. We're talking about something that doesn't have shape or form. How could you make, what the hell?
Incarnation?
We literally have a religious
He's
topic
a
later.
father and he's him, but he's not a man?
Is the father in the term that he created the world, not because he gave birth or because he generated something. He created something. The father of life, the father of humanity itself. This is why we call him the father.
Wait, so a man is someone with XY chromosomes. He doesn't have XY chromosomes, yet he's still a man and you still use his preferred pronouns? Because he's not a man. You know he's not a man under your worldview, yet you still use his preferred pronouns. You still call him a man.
Christ is a man.
You don't do that.
Next.
Trans people because you're transphobic. That's why.
Okay, got it. But, well, to be honest, I don't quite.
So now we're transphobic because we're calling God the man. I don't even know who called God the man. We call him him. We call him him because he's a father. Because in our society, him being father, we make a link between that. But no one ever said God has chromosome. God doesn't have a body. Chromosomes is only for human beings. The guy created human beings. He cannot be a human being himself. And then he thought he just ate that. He just is looking at the smirk on his face. The guy think like, oh, I just got you right now. You got nothing except stupidity. That's what you got. Apparently since years.
No, and I don't
know
think the scriptures
so
are.
You don't know what a man is?
Well,
you can't define what a man is?
It's a little opaque. Again.
We cannot define what a man is because we cannot say if God has chromosome XY or if he has chromosome XY then he's a man, then if he's a man then we're transphobic because we don't want to recognize that because technically, oh my God, the pirate in his mind just to come with bullshit. He just went like that. trying to get something and just saying insanities and people laughing behind this.
You're looking at a man.
But your video,
God,
the largest video on TikTok is, what is a woman, 20 million views? You don't know what a man is in your own worldview?
I said you're looking at a man, right?
Wait, but
Am I
God the
looking at a
Father
man?
doesn't meet that criteria.
God the Father doesn't meet those criteria. In fine, if God the Creator doesn't meet these criteria that we're giving him by calling him and doesn't have XY chromosome, then the rhetoric is like transgenders are actually alright. Wow, this is okay. Wow, I feel like the more I'm going to listen to him, the more upset I'm going to get, because how can you talk to people like that? I wouldn't. This guy has to be strong, because listening to people like that will make me more peace than anything else. Like literally.
Hello.
Hi.
Juliana?
Juliana,
I remember,
yeah.
okay.
I don't necessarily think that you can define a woman just by...
We can clearly see by the way she's looking like she's a woman compared to my first video when we were seeing Blossom. She was not looking like that. So I'm so sorry, guys. If you've been going there for 20 years, that's what I learned. She went through that for 20 years. That was not a good job. You still look like a man. Just saying. It's a fact. Also my opinion, but also a fact.
by her chromosomes. Women are so much more than that. They come in a variety of shapes, sizes, colors.
Women are not just entitled and defined by their chromosome. They're coming in different forms. She said what? Form, shape, colors. What this one has to do with chromosome. We all have the same chromosome in different shapes, colors, and forms. So the fact that you're saying like we are more than just chromosome, we also have races, colors, and forms and shape. That makes no sense. I have the same biology, I have the same idea, and I'm coming from the same mom and the same father than my sister. My sister have a different shape than me and a different size than me. Are we not the same? What the hell are you saying?
And I don't necessarily think that you can count out somebody who's trans just because they don't have a certain set of chromosomes. There are also people who are born, I'm drawing a blank.
Okay. Intersex?
Yes.
So XXY
yes.
or YYX?
Or just,
yeah.
The arguments used by so many liberal, the intersex people, the what we call how we call them, I forgot, but those people were born with the two sex and the two set of chromosomes.
Or like
Sure.
X0 with nothing.
So natural mutations upon the binary, essentially.
This is natural. This is literally something you were born with. Again, emphasis on born with.
Right.
Yes. So
But they don't have both sex organs that both operate.
Also, this is one is being like show, the other one is being hidden. It's the way that one is expressing, the other one is not. They don't have both at the same time. Still one.
Right?
yeah, but that also I don't think necessarily works, right? Because if it's X,
One
just
is more
X,
dominant
and
than
there's
the
a
other. So
Okay,
you're either
that's-
more male or more female, right? So you might have both a penis and a vagina, but there's never been a case of someone who can impregnate themselves.
okay. I also don't necessarily think that works for this situation, but I also want to.
I don't know what you think. Baby girl, we really don't give a shit about what you think. Those are facts. Those people who are born, in phases again, who is born with those two genders inside of them, have one that is dominant. This one is going to show off, and then the other one is going to be restricted. Was going to be hidden. So that's mean basically they will only have one gender physically. They will not have both. They will not be able to have sex with themselves and get pregnant because they're not two genders. They're just one gender. You can think about what you want. Those are called facts. But let's keep going on.
Say that one of my best friends is trans, and I would say that she's more of a woman than I am.
Let's repeat this one. This is shocking already.
Say that one of my best friends is trans, and I would say that she's more of a woman than I am.
The fact that she's sitting as a woman, sitting in front of a man, and saying to that man that my friend who was born like you is more a woman than me is shocking. She's saying to a man that her best friend who was born just like him, a man, it's the same chromosome, was the same thing, is more a woman than her, who is a woman. against the stupidity she just said, because she's not even aware about that, because she just wants to be so nice and entitled to say whatever, because she doesn't want to be deleted, because she doesn't want to be cancelled, because she doesn't want to be looked at and talked to. She's gonna be saying those stupid things, those stupid claims. The man who was the best friend, born man, is a better woman than her. She's convinced about that, and she's coming on TV or whatever in front of everybody and saying that. Insane. Insanity.
I think that women define themselves by multiple things, not just their sex organs. If somebody asked me who I was as a woman, I would not say I have a vagina.
Totally fair.
I would.
No, I think you said something smart. So you said that person is more of a woman than you are. Therefore, you're grading off a definition of something accomplishes womanhood. What is that?
I would also like to know that. What makes a man more a woman than a woman?
I think well, that's the thing too. And I do think that gets a little complicated, right? Because there are social norms for a gender.
How is it complicated? You ascertain that easily. You said easily that the guy was more a woman than you, and now you're saying it's complicated. It's complicated in which way? What is making him more a woman than you? You said that based on what? Simple question they ask me here, girl.
But I do think we try to break that, right?
No, for sure. But you said that specific friend is more of a woman than you are. Why?
Please.
I think she's a better person than me. I think she
so
lives
women are
life.
better people?
A better person than you. We didn't say like if she was. We're not talking about the fact that you guys were two individual people and she was better than you as a person, as a human being. We were talking about the fact that you said a man was a better woman than you, and now she's going with those bullshit excuses. Is a better person than me. That's a different concept. That's a different subject. We're talking about the fact that you said a man is a better woman than a woman, and then we're talking about that, and you're talking about the fact that he's a better person than you. This is two different things, girl. Baby girl, you're confused. But I already knew that.
She's a better woman than I am. I'm not saying women are better people.
But what makes a woman? Because you said she's more of a woman than you are. So I want to know what that definition is.
Right, okay. I'm going to let somebody else go.
That's all good.
Thank you.
And just like that, she just vanished as every liberal that always talk bullshit and have nothing as argument, and they just say words was no meaning for them. We just end the conversation by leaving the room. She started by saying that a woman is not just a chromosome, a set of chromosomes. It's more than that. It's race, color, shape, whatever. I don't understand what they mean, because yes, this is all the same. You have chromosomes and you also have genes and you have melanin, and this is giving you all of them the same. And then after she goes to the claim saying like our best friend who was a trans. Oh no, then after she goes to the fact that but we need to understand there's not both gender, because you have people who are born with two genders in itself. And then the guy explained very, very accurately with very basic facts that the fact that yes, they were born with that naturally, again, born with that, emphasis on that word, but they do not show the same criteria because they have one that is dominant and the other one is not. And then she said, oh, well, okay, maybe this does not apply to the situation. So let me go to the third argument that I have. Was clearly not an argument because it was based on nothing. And she's saying, oh, but you know what? My best friend who was a man, was born a man, just like you, actually. And now is pretending to be just like me. He's actually a better me that I would never be, because I'm not that a better woman compared to him, who's a better woman as a man. And then she is saying, what the hell are you saying? Based on what you can say, like a man born man pretending to be a woman is better than a woman born a woman. And then she said, is a better person. Okay, still not the same situation. We're talking about the fact that into the field of womanhood and manhood, you said a man is better than a woman. And then after, is a better being woman than a woman being a woman. Oh shit. And then after, she's comparing like people, individual, being better person. So she, of course, she has nothing to say on this one. And then she just like vanished. I'm just like shocked in the fact that, woman, can we wake up? This person, I am pretty sure the same girl who's been here, we watched just right now, is defending women's rights. She's defending women's safety towards men, but she just recognized that a man can be a better woman than her. But on the same time, she's just defending men against men. But on the same time, she's also defending women against men. But she just give a man the same level that a woman. We go back to the same thing. I think you guys don't know anything. You guys don't know what is a woman. You guys don't know what is a man anymore. You guys are confused. You guys don't know what you guys are talking about. You contradicting yourself just easily. You're saying one thing and the other one, the opposite in just the same sentence, and you're agreeing on that based on nothing, because you cannot say you're fighting for women's rights and also say on the same time that a man pretending to be a woman is a better woman than you are, because that makes no sense. Because then you're fighting against who? Because if at the beginning you were fighting against those men, and then you're just recognizing that those men can be better women than women are, who are you fighting against you? We go back to the same situation. Those feminism 2.0, those feminists 2.0 thinking like they actually understand what is a woman and fighting against that and fighting for those women's rights, on the same time saying those bullshit things that a man can be a better woman, protecting woman, that a woman born as a woman. Which is like, are we finally gonna stop the bullshit? Can we finally agree on the fact that you guys are saying bullshit? Please. Anyway, like me, that was my thought on that episode, and this is the second part and last part on transgenderism. Of course, we're going to be reacting more and more if they have contents coming, but I think for this video we're going to stop here. I get very mad, especially with the first guy taking the example of a creator of life, a creator of human beings, and comparing him to a human person, which is just like deluded for me. But then we go even further with a woman saying that a man pretending being a woman is actually a better woman than her, which is again insane. Thanks for watching me, you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what are your thoughts about the subject. Again, I put different perspective on this subject in the first part and the second part, so you can have a little bit of a full spectrum of that, and also be able to see the differences and the lack of arguments in every kind of perspective we can have on people proclaiming that transgender is actually something right and good for the population and for the society when it's clearly not. Anyway, if you like this one, as I said, give it a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode. Take care, bye bye my populace.